a wealth of knowledge at the health and wellness circles, the wellness groups themselves. I'm going to let Tim introduce the panel of breathwork and meditations and just holding down the truth. So, Tim Powers. Woo!
I'd like to first introduce, I don't know how the volume is, but I'd like to introduce Michael Hernandez. I'd like to introduce Michael Hernandez.
Yes, I am a Marine.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah. Working at, you guys just filled my heart full of, just filled my.
Tim is also a Marine.
Cup is full now.
So this is our first time coming here together.
This is our first time. Woohoo!
Michael leads beautiful gatherings abroad, versions, week-long versions, 2-week immersions, also monthly men's gatherings in the local Tampa community. So this workshop is going to be more geared to the tools, the practical applications
Yes.
to provide moving forward any location for this. All right. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Give it for everything that's Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming, and also I'm glad to share with you. If I can get everybody's attention, how about we just sit up tall and just take a nice 3 breaths together? How about that? Right? Settle in, drop in. Nice big inhale through that nose, belly, rib cage, chest, and then sigh out the mouth. Let it go. Oh, love that. You can get a little audible. Let it go. Big inhale, belly, rib cage, chest. Just let it go. Oh man, that felt good from over here. One more time. Big inhale. Let it go. Every single one of you are absolutely freaking beautiful. Thank you very much for that.
Yes.
I'm done. I'm just kidding. So, by the way, my name is Michael Hernandez. I was a Marine for 8 years, firefighter for 10, injured overseas, all that trash. And I came back to the States, still living that same busy life, and I just drove it into the dirt even more. And I became through all that, just got torn down, and I couldn't do it anymore. I just made myself homeless for 3 months. And I came to, want my own little journey for myself. So I became a Wim Hof instructor. I went to northern Poland for a couple weeks. Hiked up a mountain in shorts, shoes, and a beanie cap. I'm like, no, you're good. And about -3-degree weather. It was phenomenal. I loved every bit of it. You learn how to deal with ice and breath. Came back, became a yoga instructor. And I'm a large guy. My yoga mentor said, hey, look, you would be a perfect yoga teacher because what man want to go do yoga with you sitting in the room? I was like, she was right. A lot of men do that. That's what I do. That's what I do as a career now. I have an organization with my beautiful girl over here, Natalie. It's called Sovereign Journey. And what we do is do mindset, resilience coaching, one-on-one, week retreats, workshops, immersive experiences. And today I'm just going to just go through the breath, so give you guys a tool when you leave here today. You're going to have a tool you can use every single day. For those veterans out there, breath is the one thing that is both autonomic and voluntary, right? So what I mean by that, your heart works autonomous of itself, your brain functions autonomous of itself, and so does your gut. But your lungs do as well. But one thing your lungs do, you can take back your breath every day, and that's the one system in the body that you can do to give you your freedom back, right? So when we talk about that, we talk about the vagus nerve. It's the one nerve in the body that gets connected to the nervous system and the amygdala and the medulla, right? All that stuff is controlling everything in our body physiologically. So we can actually increase our vagal tone with our breath. That parasympathetic, sympathetic nervous system, right? That a lot of us as veterans are used to being that sympathetic nervous system, that drive. I want to be there. That's what that PTSD lives. We're constantly on all the time, right? There's all gas, no brakes for us, all the time. When we take control of the breath, we can get to that rest and digest, that parasympathetic nervous system that can actually get us to calm down and stay in there. But you know, what the one thing a lot of veterans have a problem with is actually staying in that position, staying in that rest and digest. It's uncomfortable for us. We don't know that. The more we can vary the breath and stay there for longer, we can actually calm our nervous system down and decrease our heart rate, which endorphins come down, hormones drop, right? All these great things happen in the rest and digest. So I'm never going to go to a veteran or anybody and say, hey, look, I need you to sit down, sit still for 15 minutes. It's not going to fucking work. But what I can do is give you something to focus on. We can get you to focus on your breath. So I'm going to give you 3 breaths that we're going to do them all together and you're going to be able to use. The first one is a sigh of relief, right? We kind of just did that coming in here, right? We big inhale, but I want you to fill your belly up like a big Buddha belly. Let's just all do it together. Big inhale, fill the belly up. Exhale, just let it go. Oh man, that felt great for me already. Ready? Inhale. And just let it go. Beautiful. One last one. The next one's a physiological sigh. Right? This is when I feel absolutely agitated. Those moments where like I'm super angry, I don't know what to do, I'm uncontrollable, I don't know where to go. It's a quick double inhale through the nose and a long exhale out the mouth. Again. And we do that so we get our heart rate down as fast as we want, and we go right back to the nose. We should be breathing out of our nose all the time. If you're breathing out of your mouth, you're actually, compromising your airway, which is things can fly in there, right? I'm not gonna want bunch of you guys are walking around with your mouths open when we're running, especially a lot of you guys have ran before, just your mouth open, right? It's really not great for you because your heart rate's moving fast and you're able to keep control of it, right? So that nasal breathing is the most important because back here in our nasal passage, we have NO2, like nitrogen, right? We want to capture that because it opens up the blood vessels so we can actually take those more oxygen up to our brain. So the last one, this is my favorite. This is what I use every morning when I meditate, right? It's a 5 in, 5 out. So we're going to use this breath when there's no exhale. Inhale means exhale, exhale means inhale. When you can do this for 5 to 10 minutes, I guarantee you don't have any problems at all in your life. When you use this breath, you will be settled, calm, and not have to feel like you don't feel anything. Right? So we're going to try that. We're going to breathe in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale on the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2. 1 more. Relax the body, relax the mind. Relax the shoulders, relax the face. Every exhale is an opportunity to let something go in your life. Right? If I give you anything when I leave here today, and every exhale is an opportunity to just be. Thank you very much. I love every single one of you. Yeah.
Thank you, that was beautiful. Before we introduce our next guest, please understand that there is a water jug behind Pablo, and there's dissolvable paper written there as well, for you to let anything go. So yes, every breath is an opportunity to let things go. And some people may have heart complications or internal barriers, so we also provide the opportunity for you to physically write it down on paper, physically see it, and watch it dissolve as I live stream. Here you go. Tim, would you like to introduce me?
All right, so next up. Icy Bryce. Right? He's gonna have to tell you how he got your name, but yeah, how I met Bryce was it was a beautiful gathering. It was more vitality, another vitality grad kind of meetup, coming together, biohacking, longevity, all those keywords, and but we ended up pulling off to the side and just geeking out on not so much like spontaneous remission, but just if we can kind of co-create a safer environment for the body. Pretty much any body, any unique body in a safer environment starts to heal or repair or regenerate or rejuvenate. And yeah, we really geeked out on several amazing people that have already experienced that and those that we're calling that in. And since we've met, we've seen mutual beings already call that in. So I know a lot's possible. Yeah, just be a real lighthouse tonight. So thank you, Bryce.
Nice.
All right, well, what Tim did not share is that he kind of met me at a pretty dark point in my life. My brother had suffered some really severe injuries, and he's my best friend. I had to watch him go through it. So at that meeting, you know, I was talking with Tim. He starts telling me about what he does and how he healed his own injury. And Tim was kind enough to take my brother on as a patient and worked with him for 4 to 6 months weekly at absolutely no cost to my brother, who was already suffering with lots of bills, as you can imagine. And the progress that my brother was able to make, it's a severe spinal cord injury, so it's not something that just like gets better on its own. And man, he has changed my brother's life. I actually just got back from my brother's wedding. He was supposed to never, first of all, he was supposed to die. Second of all, he was never supposed to walk again. And yeah, I just watched him get married like 2 years ago. All right, well, my name is Bryce Gonzalez. You can tell I was in the military because I'm already knocking shit over before I get up here. I was in the Navy for 11 years. I did counterintelligence for special operations. And 2008, I was with an SF team, and the team doctor was, trying to heal the body with peptides, amino acids. Are you guys familiar with them?
Yeah. No, what is it?
Okay, so peptides, thanks for the prompt. Peptides they're just amino acids. They're signaling molecules, right? So we introduce amino acids into the body. These amino acids are little digital codes to remind the body of its own inherent ability to do X process, whether that's heal, whether that's put on muscle, whether that's shed fat. We can improve cellular energy, we can improve skin, we can do all sorts of things. So ever since that day that I've just been full on down the rabbit hole on peptides. It kind of blew my mind that most people hadn't heard of them. No one was using them. They weren't readily available. Your doctor hasn't heard of them. Your doctor doesn't use them, prescribe them, any of that stuff. And they have profound impacts on health. They address root cause, and they've been, super beneficial to millions and millions of people who are in the know. But maybe 3 years ago, I decided to start a wellness clinic specializing in peptides specifically. We do a lot of other things, but that's my passion, is amino acids. So started the clinic. I have a soft spot for veterans. I try to find as many as I can, but really right now we're doing 2 things. We're working with metabolically unwell, people who are having issues with their metabolism and getting them back up and running. And then we're working with athletes who are trying to improve their performance, improve their wellness, improve longevity, all that kind of stuff. So we're over on 4th Street and 11th Avenue North. It's called Revo Wellness. I'll be sticking around if you guys have any questions, if you ever want to come in, just talk about them. The difference between us and pretty much everyone else is I have exclusive access to pretty much the only 503B pharmacy that is still producing them. So right now, if you want peptides, you have to go online. You have to get them from a research chemical website, and they're clearly marked not for human consumption. There's, lots of reasons that you shouldn't use these, but we have access to them, and they are pharmaceutical grade, and they're absolutely life-changing. So if you guys have any questions, if you want to get hooked up, if you want to get a good source, holler at me.
Woo!